Hello, how is everybody doing tonight? Thank you for coming in. I'm just taking off my makeup that I wore today. How are you guys? Are you having a good night? What have you guys been doing today? Anything exciting? How are you? Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. Just gonna finish taking off my makeup and then I am gonna put more makeup on. You know, whatever. Hopefully more people come in. Grab my water. My eyeliner on. That's some good eyeliner. Not what I love. Looks like our neighbor's moving their four-wheeler. Sorry about that. If you would give me a thumbs up, I would deeply appreciate it. Whoever is in here. That would mean a lot. Did you have to work today or anything? Or did you have the day off? I had the day off. I just filmed a video. I actually also made a birthday cake for my son's birthday, who turns 13 tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow, so I cannot make it tomorrow. Hello, welcome in. I am just getting my face ready to plan some makeup because I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do tonight. How are you doing? If you would, or never mind. But thank you, whoever stayed in. I appreciate that. Hopefully, more people come in. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for whoever gave the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. How are you guys doing tonight? Are you having a good night? Hey, moms. How are you? Have you had a good week? How has work been? I'm just getting my face ready to do. Look, I kind of had a good. What makeup did you pick up? I always get excited to hear what new makeup people got. I am going to do, okay, so I have a palette that I don't use that often just because I feel like, you can't get as many looks with it because all the colors are like really close together. Not because it's not a great palette, like the colors are good, but it's the Nude by Huda Beauty. Since everybody's kind of talking about, the new Jeffree Star palette, I was like, ooh, I should use this one tonight. Oh, that is awesome. I have not used any of the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I hear they're so good, but I'm going to use this one because I just feel that, I can't get as many looks with it because like all the colors are so similar, you know. I just feel like I don't get as many looks with it. Like the looks look so similar, like the shades. There's not as much difference between the shades. Like these two colors look the same. Like when they're blended out, they look the same and the same. You know what I mean? They just all kind of look the same. And so I don't get as much use out of it as I want to. And it's such an expensive palette. I thought, ooh, I will use this tonight since everybody is like talking about the nude palettes since Jeffree Star launched his nude palette, you know? So I was like, oh, I'll use my Huda Beauty tonight and create a nude look because, that's on everybody's mind, you know, because it isn't. This, her formula is amazing. I just wished that there was a black in it, you know, and there was a little more variety because all the shades are so similar. I'm not a fan of him, and I don't have any of Jeffree Star's palettes. I just, I just don't really care for him. So I have never bought any of his stuff. I think to each their own. Hey, Jessica, thank you for coming. I'm gonna do a look with my Huda Beauty palette. Um, just talking since everybody's talking about nude palettes, I thought I would create a look with this one. I don't use it very often because I feel like all the looks are very similar with this one because there's not a lot of range in it. And so that's why I'm using it. So I got my moisturizer on and yeah, so I just need to prime my face and then put foundation on and my brows. And then we'll get to the eyelid. That's the only thing I have from Huda. I've had a couple of her lip products, and her lip products are really good. I definitely like her lip products. But that's the only eye palette that I've had of hers. Um, I wish I liked this one a little better since it was so expensive. um, it's just, I don't feel like the range is there. I wish there was like a black in it because like all the colors, I'll swatch it too, but you'll see that the colors are so similar. Like you don't get as much difference. And that's why I don't use it as much. I do too love you. Amanda, I love you. I just am work all the time, and today I had to film a video, and then I've been making a birthday cake for my youngest son's birthday. He turns 13 tomorrow, and so I've been busy. Hello, babe. Hey, how are you? Anyway, so priming my face, I'm using the Milani, the Prime Perfection. Has anybody used this primer? Not bad. Right? I just have been really busy. I work all the time. Sometimes I go in on my days off and I work all the time. It's not bad. You have dry. I have dry skin, so it's a hydrating primer. And then this, I use two primers. So I use one that's kind of hydrating, and then this one kind of smooths out my pores, and I just use it like right in here because that's where I feel like my pores are larger, so it kind of smooths them out. And so this one's the Winky Lux one. It's the whipped cream primer. So that's what I've been using. And then I'm using the, for foundation, I'm using the Peter Thomas Roth, the Mineral CC Cream. They do have cute stuff. Their packaging is so cute. And their lip products are pretty good. Their little lippies are so cute. I got some of the ones that they have that are clear and with the flowers inside of them for my niece. Um, she loved them. She thought they were so fun. Yeah, they're a little pricey. But I think because they started as an indie brand and now they're like in Target and everything. So they really started kind of small and then kind of worked their way up. Yeah, and because we carry them at the salon I work at, and so the depend. So everybody, the flower one and any of the clear ones with the flower one, the unicorn one, it changes for everybody what color it's going to be because it's going to change colors to your pH. So not everybody is going to have the same color when you put it on because it's changes to your pH levels. So that's kind of cool that it goes by your pH levels. So depending on your body's pH levels is what color that is going to be at. Yeah, I think they're also in Sephora's too. But when we got them, they had like a class on them, and we got to learn about the brand. They told us all about them. Hey Heather, how are you? This foundation in. Oh, you're still looking for a job? That's so hard. That can be the worst. Like I said, I know I've said this. I hate on job interviews. I hate it. I think I'm the worst at interviewing. I don't think I interview well. Yeah, good luck. So, yep, sending lots of prayers. So it was so funny yesterday. I finally won my first giveaway from YouTube. I was so excited. I never win anything. I always say that if it wasn't for bad luck, I would have no luck at all. Um, I oh, did I say it wrong? Yeah. Oh, well, sometimes I probably put it wrong. Oh, it's to get ready with me. How are you, Javi? Yes, I didn't see you come in. Yep, just to get ready with me. I'm just getting ready, but I'm using a particular palette. It's the Nude palette from Huda Beauty. How are you doing? Oh, you snuck in. That's good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just been really busy, between work, filming, taking care of kids. My youngest, he turns 13 tomorrow, so today I had to film, bake a birthday cake, you know, lots of things. Right? So for a month, that's a lot. I'm actually 42. I'll be 43 in November. November 10th is my birthday. Seriously. Well, tell your mom happy early birthday. I know everybody's usually really shocked. I get carded all the time. Like all the time. My oldest son that says that all the parents of his friends think he's adopted because he's 15 and they think that I am not his mom, that he has to be adopted. You don't look old enough to have grandkids. Right? I get carded at the movies too. I mean, surely I'm old enough to see a rated R movie. I would think. I mean, I don't know. Right. Then at work, people are always, are you old enough? Did you just graduate hair school? Did you just get out of hair school? I'm like, I've been doing hair for a while, like since 2001. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. Four-month old. Oh, that's such a funny. They're so fun at that age. So fun. Hi, Jen. How are you? They are. They're so cute. Before they're just starting to do stuff. And Cameron, he was like crawling at 4 months. Like he did everything so early. He had to keep up with his older brother, so he was like everywhere. All right. So let's dive into, yeah, they're so innocent at that age. They're just so sweet and like cuddly. They just sweet and the baby smell. They still have that sweet baby smell at 4 months old. You know, so sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna use, like I said earlier, the Huda, the nude palette. You guys can kind of see that. Um, and like I was explaining, I think Mons was the only one here when I said this. I don't miss the not sleeping. I mean, the not sleeping was not as fun, but they were so sweet at the age. But now we're in the teenager stage, and like, especially my 15-year-old, we're in the stage where he doesn't like me. So I mean, we can go back to the stage where he likes me. You know, And I hear that changes. So I'm hoping that that changes soon. Please tell me that that changes. Anybody that has teenagers. We're hoping. Anyway, so like what I was saying about this palette, I okay. What I was saying was, so like to me, this doesn't have a lot of range. Like all the colors, like when blended out, they kind of all look the same on your eye. And so I don't feel like I get as many looks with this palette. And so that's why I don't use it a whole lot. And I think it retails for like $65. And so for as expensive as it is, I don't get as many looks. You know, and for being that much, you want to get as many looks with it as you can. And so that's why I don't really use it as often as I would like. Okay, so I'm going to go into Bear for all over my eye. Well, then tomorrow, my youngest one will officially be a teenager. So we're hoping that he doesn't hate me. It is a pretty palette. Like, that's why I got it. Because I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. And I was like, oh, do you see the hand? Like, over there. But it's beautiful. And that's why I got it. Because I was like, oh, I had to have it. I know I have a visitor. He's getting snacks. He didn't want to eat dinner. So now he's hungry. Guess Pringles was his dinner. We have a very picky eater. He only eats tacos, chili, chicken Alfredo. That's pretty much it. Waffles sometimes. Oh, and pizza. He likes pizza and nachos. I know tacos are really good. He wants his birthday cake early, so he keeps on telling me, he's like, I would eat cake. Wrong with pizza, right? Right? I mean, pizza's always good, but he eats it almost every other day because that's all he'll eat. All right, now I'm going to go into play right there. I'm a picky eater, so I think that's so different because I'm such a foodie that I, well, yeah, but that's college when you have no money. I get that. In college, I mean, you can live off of ramen noodles and mac and cheese. I can't remember what we had in college. mean, it was probably a lot of ramen. I remember we used to have to like, me and my sister for gas money, we used to have to like count change to go to the gas in our car. Because we'd run out of money to get gas in the cars. So we'd like count all of our change, fill up our tank of gas for gas. Hold on. 1 second. Check some. I was just camera's cooking microwave. Some microwave. Yes. Right? It was only gas. So we would count quarters and fill up our gas tank. So $4 a gas. That would go a long way. It was hilarious. But now you can't do that. Hey Shelly, how are you? Now you would literally get nowhere with that. I know. I remember that too. I mean, or you could even put like $10 in your car and it would last. Anybody doing anything fun this week? Okay, so next I'm going to go into Tickle, the shade right here. Cameron wants to. Are you trying to make an appearance? I'm not about to get me. What? Oh, because you're having that surgery. I'll be sending you prayers, Shirley, and I hope that everything goes good. And hugs, lots of hugs and prayers. Now, what is the surgery you're having? Is it just like a minor surgery, or I knew you were talking about it in another life? Oh no, prayers months for speedy recovery. I hope that they recover really quick. It's so scary. I hope that they start, they start taking care of themselves and mask or we get a vaccine, something. Right? Is it supposed to just be a test then? Or are they putting you under and that's why they have to do all that? Well, yeah, I've heard some people just get really mild case, and then some people it just affects really bad. So I'm glad that he has a mild case, and I hope nobody else in his family gets it. Well, I just pray that speedy recovery, Shelley, and that you do well, and that everything goes really well. Okay, so next, I'm going to go into go into Spain right here. No slicing and dicing. Well, right? I mean, as long as that's not going down, that's good. So it's no fun. Yeah, her shades are good and they blend out so good. But like I said, I just feel like you can't do a whole lot. Like, I feel like all the colors look the same. I'll like swatch after I'm done, and I just feel like they look all the same. Especially like when you blend them out, they just all like kind of look the same. I like the looks that I do with the palette, and I like the glitters is what kind of makes this palette kind of unique. But other than that, there's just not as much you can do with it other than that. But it's a beautiful palette to look at. Is there I know. I was shocked, Shelly. I was shocked that I won. I was just saying that before you come on. I never win anything. And when Blue Balls told me I won, I was like, get out of here. I was like, shut up. I was like, you're lying. And she texted me that morning and told me I won. And I was like, shut up. Shut up. And she's like, no, you won. And I was like, what? I never win anything. She's like, no, you won. And I was shocked. I always say that if it wasn't for bad luck, I would have no luck at all. Okay, me. I'm so excited. So I guess I have to stop saying that because apparently I have a little more luck than I go buy a lottery ticket because I'm apparently a little lucky today. Because I also had a client that day that I was scared to death to go in for. I thought it was I was going to leave crying that day. I thought I was going to show up because everyone came in on Saturday, and the girl that did her hair, um, she hated it, and I guess she yelled at her and made a big scene, and everybody thought this lady was a horrible person. And so then they put her on my books to fix it on Tuesday. And everybody warned me that this lady was mean, and that I was just going to have time with her. And so I'm like, great, why me? And so I was like, can I call in? I have to do it. They're like, yeah, you have to fix her hair. She turned out to be amazing. She's from Canada, apparently close to Mons. And she's a stylist and a makeup artist, and she was the nicest person in the whole world. She ended up loving her hair that I did, and she gave me a big hug, and it's apparently a new client of mine. And she was like super nice, and I just don't know why everybody hated her. And so now I'm going to go into Love Bite. This color right. No, it was really cool. And she was so funny when she asked it. She's like, I'm from Canada. Do you know anybody from Canada? And I was like, actually, I know quite a bit of people. And she's like, how do you know this many people from Canada? I was like, oh, I have a YouTube channel. I know a lot of people from Canada. And so she thought that was hilarious that I know all these people from Canada. And she's like, well, can you ask them where they're all from? And I was like, yeah, hold on, let me message them. It was hilarious. And so then she had to spell me the city that she was from like 20 times because there was no way that I. Right? That is awesome. And I've never heard of that town name. And she had to like spell it for me like 20 times. I'm like, say that again. I was like, she's like, you never heard of it? I'm like, no, no, I have not. Okay. Well, she said Toronto. I would have known that. But I thought that was funny. But, but in my defense, I've never been to Canada. So, you know, and I am from the Midwest. That is pretty far from Canada. I mean, that is pretty far. But she loves it in Kansas. She was like, "Oh, this is so nice here. It's so green." I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm in Kansas City, so and I guess she was in Boston first. and she moved to Kansas City from there. So she was in Canada, and then from Canada she went to Boston. And she didn't like Boston at all. And she went to Kansas City. And she's like, "This is so much better than Boston." And she's like, "The people are so much better." It's like, oh, okay. Okay. The, they still have the borders closed. I wonder when they will open those up. Probably not for a while. Okay, so you're okay. I've never been like that far north, like Detroit or to Michigan. But that's really cool. Um, ask it again because I probably did not. So ask it again. I feel bad now. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm looking now. And I love you, Shelley, for putting up with me not reading your question. About oh, it looked really good. I like the blue. What did you think it turned out good? I saw that you ran out of hair dye and bleach. Was I right about the green? Yes, you have a lot of hair. Did you get all of it, or just the saturation of it that you didn't get? Did it come out nice and even? this trend. Yeah, I mean, I've had to use a lot of foils on people. And this girl's hair that I permed, I probably used like over probably maybe 270 perm rods for a spiral perm. It was a lot. It was a lot of perm. Yeah, and saturation's the key when you color your hair and bleach it. You have to saturate it, or it doesn't lift evenly. And so, right? So whenever you're doing it, and that's why having somebody do that, especially in the back, definitely helps. So you just have to make sure you have someone help you with the back so you can get that nice and saturated and take small sections. You know, when we do somebody's hair, we take half sections. Like you take newspaper, like where the thin half sections where you can read through, and if you can't read a newspaper through it, then it is too thick. Hey Jesse, how are you? And that is that's how we do our sections. Does that make sense? So when you take your partings, you want them clean and you want them thin. If you cannot see light through it and you can't read something through that hair, it's too thick. So you have to be able to read something through that. Oh, what are you making tonight? We had hamburgers on the grill. Doing good. Today was my day off, so I filmed a video and then I made a chocolate cake for my youngest birthday for tomorrow. Just then right now, just playing with some makeup. And dog crying in the background. Ooh, Alfredo. Delicious. Can't go wrong with that. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? Just finishing up eyes. Need a highlight stick. Oh, you're gonna do a video for her? What palette are you gonna use? Are you gonna use the one that you won? Because I saw you won something from Stacy. Congratulations on that. Oh, and the glitter I used Excite, which is this one. And then for the highlight, I'm gonna use No, you are fine. I love it that somebody is actually talking to me. So you can talk all you want. Because I'm kind of talkative. So that keeps me talking when somebody's talking to me. So talk, 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 talk. Yeah, I've never used Pat McGrath because $130 palette is a little much. But I would totally win one. Anybody wants to give me one, I would totally do it. And I hear the formula is so good. Pat McGrath. Has anybody else used a Pat McGrath palette? I mean, are you going to be so scared to use it since it's so bougie? I mean, I would kind of be scared to use it. I mean, that is a bougie palette. You know? I don't know. Okay, so this is the palette I was using for anybody new that came in, and I'll do swatches in a minute. Finished eye look. I still feel like I wish there was like a black to kind of smoke the eye out a little bit. Because it just, with the glitter, I just feel wish it was a little more. I know, I know. Oh, you're not that talkative. That's fine. You're fine. You don't have to be talkative. I'll talk enough. I also have a hard time typing, and I so I also get that. Um, no, I'm scared to. I would be scared to use that something that expensive. And like, right? Eat first. Priorities. Your first time on camera. That is exciting. So exciting. Hey, Shelly, I'm excited for you. I'm kind of excited. On Friday, I am getting a new camera. I am so excited. So excited. So we'll see. I'm sure it was better than what I used, but I'm so excited. I like my eyeliners. You will not look stupid. Stop. What did I tell you about putting yourself down? I don't like it because you're not stupid. You don't have a chicken yet. So stop. chicken chin. Either one you don't have. My goodness. Sorry, my dog is like crying in the background. I think Corey went outside, and so she thinks that she needs to go outside. And my children apparently don't hear her crying. No, I think that's awesome that, sometimes it's good to like step outside your comfort zone and try something new that you haven't tried, you know? Yeah, I'm comfortable with like doing this kind of makeup, but I even put myself in like that pop art collab I did. That is outside my comfort zone. I've never done that before. I didn't know if that was going to turn out good. I think it's so good to put yourself outside your comfort zone and try something new, you know? And I think, Shelly, it's going to be beautiful and you're going to look beautiful. And you have tons and tons of support. And I can't wait for you to see how amazing it turns out. Because you're going to be amazing. You have so many people cheering you on. Hey, Mona, how are you? I loved your skin video that you did. That was so good. I'm so glad you're doing the skincare one. You do so good on that and so much information. I love it. How have you been, Mona? Hey, Kevin, how are you? Well, the cake's ready. And the birthday is tomorrow. He turns 13 tomorrow. I can't believe my baby is 13. I might cry a little. I'm sending prayers, Mona. I hope that helps your shoulder, though, because I know that you've been in a lot of pain. I will tell Cameron that you say happy birthday, Mom. He'll be so excited that everybody's wishing him a happy birthday. I know. I know. It's kind of hard because he's my baby. He's my youngest, and so I think it is kind of harder for me that he's turning 13. And he doesn't want to be a teenager. He's like totally against becoming a teenager. He wants to stay. He wants to stay a kid, which I'm kind of okay with. I'm like, yeah, stay a kid. Stay mom's baby. I'm fine with that. And of course, my husband's like, he can't. Right. And my oldest is in the 15-year-old. He's a 15-year-old, and he hates me. Like anything I say, he like gives me a dirty look. He completely can't stand me. Oh no, it's okay, James. You're totally fine. I'm have like another hour that I'm staying up, so you have plenty of time to hang out with me. I'm so glad you guys are all here. That makes me feel so good. And I use the Huda Beauty Nude palette on my eyes. I know. I hate it. I just want them. Makes me want to cry. I just liked it when they were little, and I thought I was the coolest person in the world. Can we go back to that? I thought it was really cool. And they would tell me, "Oh, you're." Some days he'll have moments where he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mom, for being mean to you." But then no, then the next day he'd go back to hate. You can hear him yelling in the background of this video game. Right? 15 through, so I have to, it's 15 through 17. I have that many years of it. 15 through 17. All right. So who can I go live with until this is over? Because I don't know. I can't stand it. Hey, can you shut your door? Why, if you're gonna yell at people? I don't know why. You are yelling. Oh, I know. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry when they leave for. Okay, but that makes me feel better. It makes me feel a lot better. I mean, when they were little, it was so you know, it was so much easier. I mean, obviously, except for the no sleeping. Yeah, I hear that. When they get older, you become friends. So it's a different type of relationship. Right? Right. I know it's I know. It's hard sometimes. I know. I remember that with my mom. I keep telling myself that it's a phase. That it'll be okay. Yeah, I keep telling myself that. But then he's being so rude to me and disrespectful about it. It just gets me. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I need to be reminded of that. Sometimes you forget in those moments of that. I think that is so helpful. I appreciate all of you for saying that. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It was all good advice. Well, I'm sure that had to be hard. They're not very close with their dad, right? Or do they? Okay. This is my finished look. Find setting it down. Oh, that would be so hard. Yeah, I really love what you said, Moms. That was beautiful. I need to be reminded of that. I forget about that. Especially like my mom is no longer with us because she passed years ago, and so I forget how I was when I was. Just to think of how I was when I was younger makes me think of my mom, and sometimes I think that's hard for me to think about how I was when I was a teenager, because that just makes me miss my mom. So hearing somebody else's stories, it's like that's good for me. Okay, so let's do some swatches so you guys can kind of see this palette. Swatches. So this one shade is a concealer, and so that's how you can like make the glitter shadow, the glitter shades kind of stick a little better and make them a little prominent. So I'm not going to swatch that because it's just concealer. Yeah, I think sometimes you just get really lucky and like blessed with the kids that you get at the time. And you're such a good mom, Jamie, from what I know of you, and like, like just getting to know you and what you say about your boys. They just sound so sweet. You know? Okay, so this is bare. You probably can't see that because I'm so fair that it's basically the same color as my skin. And then the next shade is gray. And it's like, there's a way to see that better. Yeah. So I saw on there's shimmer shade. Thank you. I think moms, you have to do the best you got. Sometimes it's just so hard being a mom, you know. Turn the brightness down. Oh, that's good. Maybe here. No, not that one. Better. That's a little better. Oh, there we go. You can see better. There we go. Okay. So, and then this one is Fantasy. And this is Love Bite. Hey, Suzuki. How are you? This is Spanked. And this is Lace. Daydream. Tickle. Excited. That's the glitter. And then Infatuated is the other glitter. Oh. And Kinky. Secret. Tease. No. No. Raw. And then Charmed. And then Teddy. See how the shades all kind of look alike. I know my mom's already talked about it. And this is kind of why I don't use this palette a whole lot, because I feel like the looks kind of look alike. There's not like a huge shade range. It's like you get the same colors over and over. You see what I mean? Okay. Thank you, Kevin, for hanging out. I appreciate it. And I'm also going to put my glasses on so I can see without like getting so close. Now that my makeup's done. But that's like kind of one of the reasons why I don't like reach for this palette a whole lot. Because like I feel like, once you do one look, because like at first I tried to use it a lot, but then because it was so expensive, and then every time I used it, I felt like I was just doing the same look over and over and over, even though I was using different shades from it. But they all kind of look alike. But that I just kind of wanted. Um, Yeah, he's been on here one time before. Suzuki. Anyway, so that's kind of why I wanted to show this palette and everything and kind of talk about that. Because I know, like, since Jeffree Star palette just came out and everybody's kind of talking about nude palettes, I just kind of thought I'd show this one. What's everybody's thoughts about like an all nude palette and everything? Is anybody getting the new Jeffree Star palette? Do they like it? Do they not like it? I'm just curious. What's everybody's thoughts? Right, right. I don't know if I'm so interested in Jeffree Stars, but I do like the idea. I wish Huda's had more range. I would like a palette with more range, like black, right? Yeah, I'm not a fan of either. Wow. I just would like more range because, like I said, I don't think that one has a lot of range. But I would wish there was some deeper tones. And yeah, and I do like the idea of an all matte. Right? It does seem kind of more thrown out than his other ones. Right? Right. It does seem, I mean, it does seem, and that last one had so much controversy. But I don't think this one's going to be any less controversial. Probably more so. But I bet it will still sell out. I think it will be, I bet a lot of people still buy it regardless, just because of who it is. Right. I agree. I agree. I've never tried any of his palettes or know if his formula is good. I know everybody says it's one of the best formulas. I don't know. I can't contest to that if his formula is good or not. Yes. I think it's a little much. Not that I'm a prude or anything. I think it's a little much. I don't know if I could sit and be holding a palette and say, I'm going to be using this shade name off my eyes. You know, it's a little much. I think, you know, I mean, I'm not a prude or anything, but I don't know if I could. And the pictures on the cover, a little much. I want to say anybody that knows me personally knows some of them. So yeah, I just a little much. That's all I'm saying. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just, I just think there could have been other names and still be kind of controversial. I don't know. What's in everybody else's thoughts on the names? I mean, it's definitely different. I thought Pretty Vulgar had some different names, but this is way. Now, what other palettes are you guys excited about? Is there any other ones that have come out? Or, I know. And that one is like one of the best selling blushes. And that's not one of my favorite blushes, to be honest. I feel like the payoff is not like, because I have like a mini of it. And I'm like, maybe I have a bad one. I don't know. Maybe it's mine. Does it, yeah, I have a mini one. And I'm like, and I don't think like for as much as it is, I don't think it's like, I don't think it's like all that like spectacular. And maybe, like I said, maybe I got a bad one. But for like the big one's like $30, and this one, like little mini one, and it came with a lip gloss, is like $20. And, and I'm like, that was a lot. And I think it's not that great. It is cute. And the packaging is super cute. And then also better than Sex Mascara. But I also, once again, better than Sex Mascara. I think with a name like that, it better be like the freaking bomb mascara. And it's like, okay. Like, I mean, do you all love better than Sex Mascara? Like, is it the best mascara that you've ever put on your eyes? Like, I don't think it's like the best one I've ever had on my eyes. It's okay. But with that name, I would think that it would be like the best. And I just don't think it is. That's all I'm saying. Just my opinion. I just think that name, that's all. And what other one? See, it's just okay. It's just okay. And it's like one of the top selling mascaras. That one's good. That one is good. I actually really like the Bare Minerals with the Lashtopia. This is one of my favorites. And you hear nobody ever talking about it. That's like my favorite. And I think it's like the wand that totally makes it so, so good. I know Lancome's also supposed to be really good. Yeah, the brush is really good. And the formula is pretty good. It doesn't like flake or anything. And I think that's why I really don't like the Too Faced one, because it's really bad for flaking. I think that there's nothing worse than like when it flakes all down here. Lancome's Mature Big. It's so, and especially for the price. Like, that's really, it's an expensive one for like the price point. And you don't, how long do mascaras last? For the price point, you think that it should last longer, it should do more. I don't know. It's just a lot of money for something that's so. What other some good mascaras? We should do a whole video on mascaras. Like which ones are good. I know they drive in 3 months. I think Lash Paradise is pretty good, and that's like drugstore, and that one's pretty decent for a drugstore brand. That one's actually really good. I actually think there's quite a few drugstore ones that are actually not bad. That one's okay. The Tarte one's pretty good. I'm trying to think of another one. I think it's Eco and Rock Out Lashes, I think it's called. I might not be saying that right. I'll have to get it for my work. We do a beauty brands here. We do this lash bash sale, and it's like they do like $10.99 mascaras, and that's one of the ones that they sell. So I'll have to think about another one that I like. What other drugstore ones are good besides the Lash Paradise? Because that one's a pretty good one. There's quite a few ones that are pretty decent. I remember. I had to research that or something. Um, but is there any good palettes coming out that you guys want or excited about? I want to try Mount Cosmetics really bad. I think that She's the Party is so pretty. But I really like purple shades. And so that one's just really, really pretty. I'm trying to think of what other ones. I think, oh, the new Sigma one, the Untamed. So pretty. I really want that one. Also, Juvia's Place. Have you seen their nude lipsticks? Those look really good. I want to try those. And their foundation. Has anybody tried their foundation yet? know Jamie has, and I don't know if she's still in here. The Juvia's Place. Have you tried it? There's actually several foundations I want to try. Which one have you been? I know there's one that you really like. That you said that was so good. I can't remember. I have dry skin. I know. I've heard good things about it too. And I do want to try. I have a couple of their eyeshadow. That was the one. I hear that one's good. That one's good. And also Dior Forever, right? Is that the other one? By then it's supposed to be really good. Right. Jamie, is that one good? We're just talking about it. Do you love it? I'm gonna try it. Either from their eyeshadow palettes are good. I have like 3 or 4 of them. I have like a little one. I'll show you. Okay, I do have 4. Nice. Oh, you wish you would have gone a shade lighter. So I have 4 of the Juvia's Place palettes. I have this one. It's like a mini. And then I have this one. This one. Then I have this one. They are fun colors. They're so affordable. I would love to do a full face with them, you know. So I would love to get like their foundation and their like. Right. I would like to get the berries one, and I also like to get the chocolate one. I love the chocolate one. I just think it's so pretty. So but every time I go to the Ulta near me, they're out of it. They're sold out of it. So I'm like, but and I also want the Bible one. So hopefully, sometimes I go to Ulta, they have fingers crossed. Yeah. Someday, you never know. Yes. Which ones did you get, Mona? Eight. That one's pretty. That one is pretty. There's just so many pretty ones. The berries one's really pretty. There was another one that was really, really pretty. I can't remember all the colors in the Walla one. I'll have to look it up after the live to see the colors. But I know I like the violet one too. Because once again, I like purples. So anything with like purples, all about. Totally in it. I do. Right here. Let's see if I can get to the. Maybe I can look them up really quick on Instagram. Thanks. Ooh. Is that it? Yeah, because they have good glitters. Maybe I should do next slide. I'll do a look with one of mine. Their lipsticks look really good. I do want to try their lipsticks. They have like bundles on their actual website. Their bundles don't look bad. Which one did you want? The Walla? Okay, so the wallet, yeah, like $36. I don't know if you can see my phone. That one? Can I see it? Kind of not. That one is pretty. It's WAHALA. That's that one. I kind of want it to now. I shouldn't have looked. But that is maybe bad influence. Bad influence. We should like start a support group for our makeup habit. Really? Stop. You can't come over here. Come here. Hey, pretty normal. How are you? Thank you for coming. How have you been? I appreciate you coming. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and hitting the like button. That means a lot. I am so good. So good. Enjoying my day off. Thank you. Thank you. I did a look with my Huda Beauty Nude palette. You see it with my glasses on, but that's the look I created tonight. Just been hanging out, talking makeup, and talking about what stuff we want, what collections are coming out that we would like that. What other stuff is that looks good? I'm thinking. I don't really, not really a big fan of his. I would like a nude palette, but I don't know if I like his. Like at the Huda Beauty one, I don't use it that much because I feel like her shade range, the colors are all the same, and so I feel like I don't get as much use from it. I do like the colors on his palette because there's huge shade range. But it is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. So I wonder. I wish Stacy was on here because she is like the dupe queen. So I might see what dupe she comes up with, and I might buy the dupe for the Jeffree Star palette and not the real one because I bet you Stacy, Flawed and Fabulous will come up with a dupe that will be just as good as the Jeffree Star palette. We should drop her link. Any of my mods want to drop State Flawed and Fabulous because she is the dupe queen, and I bet you money that she will come up with a dupe for Jeffree Stars because she comes up with all the dupes. I mean, she hasn't said that she's coming up with a dupe with that one, but she did that for his the cremated palette. She did that for Tasha Denona's, and she has a dupe for everyone that comes out. Yeah, right, Jamie. You, um, Stacey's your bestie. She comes up with every dupe, doesn't she? So if you want a good dupe, I would check out her Flawed and Fabulous channel. She is the best at that. But I bet she'll have one for his for that one. She for one, I think she likes Jeffree Star. And she gets all those. Oh, you think really? Thank you for saying that. It's a little intimidating at first, but hopefully I'm getting the hang of it. And I'm getting a new camera on Friday, so hopefully, that will help with everything. No, I just love doing makeup. I think that, you know, I'm so passionate about hair and makeup that I just enjoy doing it. And it's like my happy place. Like whenever I am having a rough day, putting on my makeup just kind of like relaxes me. I just enjoy makeup and hair that I can talk and do hair and makeup all day long. That is definitely my passion. That I know that sounds probably silly to some people, but yeah, I'm a hairstylist. So I'm definitely in the right field, you know. Um, but I just enjoy it. So if you got hair questions, Oh, you do? You okay? Well, ask away. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and it would mean a lot to me if you gave me a thumbs up. If it's breaking, it's like if you're shedding, that's normal because you do so many hairs a day. But if it's breaking, you could be having like mechanical, like that's from brushing or like using hair ties. That's not so much normal. So if you're wearing your hair up all the time, I wouldn't do that. So scrunchies are really good because they don't cause as much damage to your hair. So I would suggest doing those, or even one over here. Or I did. No. There's oh no, here it is. So these kind of hair ties are better for your hair. They don't cause as much breakage. So these are really good. And scrunchies, those don't cause as much breakage. Also, if you color your hair a lot, bleaching, those are all can cause breakage. So um, like bleach, especially if your stylist is overlapping the bleach, that can cause breakage. And so they shouldn't be overlapping that bleach. So there's things during bleaching, like adding Olaplex, that kind of thing. And so that they should be. You do hair mask, that's good. And I would do hair mask, and I would try not to wear your hair up as much. Like doing messy buns like that is actually not as good for your hair if you want to like wear your hair lower. But like I said, like these are a lot better for your hair than the regular elastics because those are what causes a lot of breakage. So scrunchies and these are a lot better because they don't break your hair. A lot of people that wear their hair with elastics, you'll see breakage from pulling their hair up, and it will be like breakage like that. And that's like called mechanical damage breakage. Chemical breakage is from doing colors and um, bleaching, so that's different than mechanical. Okay, but there's different kinds. So there's color, there's like chemical breakage, and then there's mechanical. So the things, mechanicals, the things that we do, and you can also get breaking, okay, chemical. So that's from coloring, like from overlapping, from getting a lot, so they're like when you are coloring your hair, like it's from overlapping and pulling it all the way through. You're welcome. So I would do some mask, and also there's treatments you can do because your hair is made out of keratin. It's a protein. I would get keratin put back in your hair. Redken, not, not necessarily, not necessarily. So I wouldn't be mad at the hairdresser. It could be, but it can also not be. I don't know if she's doing that per se because I don't know what she's doing. So don't quote me on that because I haven't seen your hair. Okay. because I don't want you to go and say, Tammy Beauty said blah, blah, blah. Not necessarily. It could just be a long time of getting your hair colored. You know what I mean? Um, right. So, so I would. Redican um, has a treatment. You can do it like once a week, and then kind of once your hair starts feeling better, you can like go down. It has keratin in it, and that's what your hair is made out of. Um, it puts keratin back in your hair because since your hair doesn't regrow keratin, you have to put it back in your hair. Anyway, it's called Cat. Extreme Cat is what it's called. And like I said, it's a treatment. You shampoo your hair and then you spray it in your hair and you just leave it in for like 5 minutes, like kind of comb it in and then leave it in for 5 minutes and then rinse it out and then condition as normal. And just do it once a week. Don't overuse it, but that will put protein back in your hair. And because coloring, bleaching takes all that out of your hair, and since it doesn't regrow itself and you're not putting that back in, it is taken out of your hair. And so that's why I'm saying it might not necessarily be the hairdresser's fault. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying it could just be over a long time of coloring your hair, that you're not putting keratin back in your hair. And so that might not necessarily be the hairdresser's fault. But then again, if she's like not, is she just overlapping, not overlapping, and you know she's overlapping, then yeah, it could be her fault. Let's not like bring out the pitchforks yet. You know? Okay. So I would try the keratin tree, like get the cat, Redican cat, and do that and see if that helps. And and also talk to her and ask her, you know, also ask her how to help you. Say you are having breakage, you know, and see what her suggestions are. See what she thinks about it, see what she says. Because she's also an expert. That's what I would do. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, you're getting off. Well, thank you for coming in and watching, Kevin. I appreciate it. No, I'm not going out. I just put my makeup on for you guys. I just got ready to hang out with everybody. And we are right a little over the 2 hour mark, and I stay on for about right. Get all fancied up for nowhere to go. I'm gonna hang out with the husband and the children. Um, right at the 2 hour mark, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. It means so much that everybody came in tonight. I am going to get off for the night. So thank you all so much. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday at the same time, 6:30 Central. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye.